Baby, don't drink like baby, don't think too much, don't drive. Yeah, I ain't tell my nigga anything, they parked outside. Nigga, I want bullshit. Nigga, I want bullshit. This side no moving, this is West Side movie. Nigga, ain't got my bank, where I keep my heart inside. Alright. Welcome back to Tony Died, aka Tony is Dead, aka Mr. Not the Father, aka your number one YouTuber, aka uh Tony Tilapia, aka Tony Blackfish, aka Tony Bluefish, aka Mr. Not the Father. And we are going live right now because why the fuck not? uh I just feel like going live for a second and hollering at y'all. I definitely could have done a vertical for this, but and also this shit is getting changed out this fucking week. This is not the setup that I want to keep, but I would like my vice grips back. But regardless, yeah, I'm just chilling. I just wanted to holler at y'all. How y'all doing? It is a wonderful, well, a few minutes into the last parts of Wednesday night, and I hope that everybody's having a wonderful night. I just want to come on here for a second, make sure that my downloads is going. Um, and not even just that. I just wanted to just holler at y'all. Let's let's look into some shit. Also, if y'all haven't watched, I highly recommend this video right here. I think it's a great video. It's a fun video. Um Before we do any of that though. Hey, great alien. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just in my head. If that makes sense. Just been thinking a lot. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing wild. I just yeah, I've been thinking a lot. I been thinking about life. You know, and what that really pertains as far as I guess I'm concerned, but that doesn't really matter too much because nobody really gives a shit. I cool. I just wish that uh it doesn't matter. I want more from what I've been experiencing, and sometimes I feel like I'm letting myself down. But that's neither here nor there. That's not really what the point of this is. I'm sorry to hear that, Gray. If you need, you can always hit me up on the Discord. You know, I I am always on my phone for some fucking reason. Well, not always. I shouldn't say that because 9 times out of 10, if I'm working, I'm not on my fucking phone. I'm not on Discord or anything like that, and shit just shit's just fucked. But I don't know. I am in a mood tonight. Sometimes I feel like I am not achieving the goals that I want to make in life. Reason why I'm doing another stream. With that said, here's my quartz turtle that I got from family members. I got it from my grandmother, but rest her soul. Uh, I think that this is awesome. I think it's pretty awesome. It's beautiful. The legs apparently had broken off at one point, but or maybe they were just like that. I'm not quite sure. Regardless, I've just been thinking about life in my own head. Hey Tracy. I cannot not put much pressure on myself. That's how my life works. I am a diamond or coal. Is one or the other. Pressure makes diamonds. Pressure makes coal. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're all just a bag of rocks at the end. But uh, I just been in my head. Just been in my head, and my head is such an interesting place. To be honest with you, I want to look up something interesting though. I'm glad that you liked it, Tracy. That would be awesome. A Westeros trail. I don't even know how that would work. Hold on. Let's uh let's get to something that's actually watchable. Yeah, there we go. Westeros map. No, no. Holy fuck. Okay. A Westeros map. What the fuck? why? Why did you do that? A Westeros map is so fucking crazy, to be honest. Cause where the fuck will we go from the Westerlands to the fucking Vale or the Reach to King's Landing? I think it'd be more of Old Town to King's Landing, but it'd make more sense to be the Westerlands, right? Regardless, I think that that would be interesting. Dorn to the wall. My God. It's okay, Tracy. That would be actually pretty cool. So Dorn is down here. To the wall is up here. So because do they have the wall? No, Castle Black is up here. Oh my God. That's a long. That's a long ass. That's so fucking long. There's like one or two routes that you can take. These are fucked. This is so. You had to ride the coast the entire time. That's insane. But that would be awesome. I will say that. That would be an awesome map or awesome game. Like Oregon Trail from or a Oregon Trail esque type of thing from like I guess it would be Yornwood. Unless you want to go with Vaith or Salt Shore. And then you take that shit all the way up to fucking Castle Black. That is a fucking that is a journey. That is a journey. They could be boarding in the ship, but that would defeat the whole point of like the Oregon Trail experience. We don't take ships on the Oregon Trail. We take wagons, you know what I'm saying? Ah, man. While I sit here and think real quick, I just hmm, I've just been thinking, I guess, tonight a lot. There's rivers along the way. Yes, I know. We're gonna be a lot of fording and stuff like that. But I or caulking the wagons. I've just been in somewhat of a I'm trying to find a better word than mood for the way that I have been tonight. I don't have the proper words for it. I want to nerd out though. So let's nerd out. Um there was that place that Alexander. Also, if you don't know, we'll talk about that in a second. There was a no, get the fuck out of here. I don't want AI. No. One of Alexander the Great's cities have been located. It's very interesting. It's on the Tigris, and it was because I believe the Tigris had diverted from its original path or something like that, and that was enough to bury Okay, get the fuck off my screen. Fuck. Oh, no, I don't want. I don't want to read fucking all of this. But fucking AOL. Mostly all old enough to know AOL. But it has been discovered after vanishing from history because the Tigris was apparently rerouted at some point. Not rerouted. What kind of? No, I guess that is the proper verbiage for it. Because naturally it had deviated from its original path. And it was hidden under, this whole city was hidden under like inches of dirt. But we've never found it. It's so interesting to me. That's crazy. Word, bet. That sounds good to me, Gray. That sounds good to me. But yeah, the settlement referred to Alexandria on the Tigris is believed to be in southern Iraq near the Gulf, with initial reports describing the discovery as absolutely stunning. Nobody's talking about this. It's kind of crazy to me that nobody's talking about this because this is such an interesting thing to me. An entire metropolitan city was found under a little bit of debris and a little bit of sand just because things didn't work out correctly, I guess, as far as human settlements. Like, it worked out because it was metropolitan, but it didn't work out in the long term because the reason why they had built the city in the first place had lost its purpose. And that is so strange. Established in the fourth century BC, the city was among several Alexandrias founded by the Macedonian conqueror as he built an empire stretching from Greece to the edges of India. Yeah, if you didn't know, by the way, this bastard called every city that he went to. Alexander the Great is kind of hilarious in the way that, like, he loved the philosopher Diogenes. He also loved a few other philosophers. But there's a 100% quote from Diogenes that, or not from Diogenes, but about Diogenes, that Alexander was, he went to meet Diogenes and he was like, do you have anything to tell me? And then Diogenes was like, yeah, move out the way. You block my sunlight. And then he was also famously known for naming every city Alexandria, which is kind of hilarious. Right? That's what I'm saying, Gray. But yeah, he named just about every city that he conquered Alexandria. He was, if I remember correctly, the reason why the the city of Tyre was taken over because they didn't have. No, wait. Why the fuck is the first one not Tyre? I'm almost positive that he's the reason why this is like a place that is connected with a bunch of other places because yeah, okay. The present city of Tyr covers a large part of the original island and has expanded onto and covers most of the causeways built by Alexander the Great. If you don't know about those causeways were because Alexander wanted to invade Tyr. I hope I'm saying the island's name right, but uh yeah, he invaded it because well he first of all, Alexander the Great pretty much lived in the Middle East. And second of all, even though he was Macedonian, I should probably show you guys where actually is. It's pretty much Greece, but fuck. Yeah, it's pretty much Greece, but he's a Macedonian dude, so god damn it. So yeah, Macedon was here. Tyr is around here, I believe. Could be wrong. I believe it's this island. I believe it's this island. This is also where we get the word lesbians from. The Aegean Sea is someplace I would love to visit one day. There was a lot of shit going on there. And most people that were doing shit did shit in the Aegean Sea along with the Adriatic Sea. There's a whole fucking story about a whale fucking up like some shits in here. Rhodes had one of the natural wonders of the world. It's fucking insane. This whole little region of the world right here kind of like influenced the way that like most of us operate these days. It's so interesting. But to not get too far off topic, yeah, I believe Tyr is like this island or some shit like that. Lesbos is where lesbians come from. Alexander the Great. Oh, let me check chat. I would never be a teacher because I don't want to deal with people. It's the reason why I'm a mechanic. I don't like fucking with the public. But the GNC, Macedonia, uh this is where fuck, what is that fucker's name? The one with the maze and Perseus or some shit like that. Ah, fuck. I can't remember the goddamn the half man half bull dude. Either way, he comes from here. Got Lesbos. Uh, Cyprus is around here too, and shit like that. That's where that myth comes from Cyprus. But Thermopylae, I don't, I don't know why I'm so hype about that. Is there Marathon on here? Marathon's not on here. Okay, but yeah, you kind of understand uh, where everything is placed out. What I was getting at is that uh, Alexander the Great is from Macedon, and I showed you Macedon already. He's Macedonian, and he was one of the first conquerors of the world. He went all the way to India. He talked to ancient historians like Diogenes, and I don't remember the Indian historians that he talked to or philosophers, but they all told him the same thing: is that he was too full of himself, and that he probably shouldn't call every fucking place that he goes to Alexandria. There's a reason why there's an Alexandria, Egypt. It was one of the places that he dropped off at, and I guess they never had a historical name, so they just kept it. And it's so interesting to me because Alexander the Great, if you go by the not historical, but by the tellings of his time, he died, and then his body was divine for like 6 days. So showing that he was godly. But there was also the part of it that is like he might have been paralyzed. But there's a part of me that's like, that's not possible because even if you're paralyzed in the middle of Iraq, modern day Iraq, you would not be able, because he didn't have that problem in Macedonia. He had that problem when he got done conquering everything and he was in Iraq. So if you uh have what is supposedly the sickness that he had, I don't remember the correct name for it. It has an actual name for it. And you believe that he was paralyzed, he got embalmed alive. I don't think that's true just because of the fact that most humans can't survive without water or food for 6 days. And if you're in the, I believe it was around June when he died in Iraq from historical uh, accounts, then he would probably have been sweating his ass off. And even if you're fucking uh paralyzed from the neck down or all the way down, how he was or how he supposedly was, you'll still see the motherfucker sweating. That's you don't stop sweating when you become paralyzed. So it's one of those things where I'm like, I think that Alexander probably died. I don't think I really I used to think that he was embalmed or autopsied alive. But nowadays I actually think that he was dead at least a couple days before. At least a couple days before they did embalming and all that stuff. The Minotaur. Yes. Yes. You are so right. Yes, the Minotaur. The Minotaur is the story of the monster in Cyprus, I believe, with the maze and shit like that. But yeah, getting back to Alexander because I don't want to stray too far away from it. I don't think that he died the way that is speculated. And I also don't believe that he was a divine figure. It is interesting that he was able to do the things that he was able to do, but I don't think that he was. uh, I'm trying to come up with the words for it. I don't think that he was alive for that entire duration of time that they classified him as dead. I think that it's a possibility he was paralyzed. I think that he died shortly after. Because, you know, if you look at a dead body and it's sweating, there's only two things that come from that. Either you're lying, and there's a good reason to lie, don't get me wrong. Do you want to conquer more lands? But there's also the fact that if he wasn't, or if they were lying about it, it would be for the divine aspect. But I also think that like they just looked at him and they were like, yeah, nah, he's dead. I don't think that people back in even the BC period were that fucking stupid. As much as people like to think that people back in that time period were fucking stupid. Also, give me a second. As much as people like to think that people back in that time period were pretty stupid, I don't believe in that because they make the same fucking joke. Like one of my fucking favorite things. I know we're kind of going on tangents right now, but what the fuck was his name? Ian Nasir. Yeah, yeah. If you don't know the story of Ian Nasir, you don't know history at all. Ian Nasir was the the copper merchant that had the first complaint casted about him. And it's so interesting to me because the other dude that actually casted the first complaint, he wrote that shit on a tablet. He fucking spent all night just inscribing that shit. And his name was Nani, I believe. And Ian Nasir was apparently a shitty copper salesman, and that is so fucking interesting to me. It's so fucking funny because like they used to have a tablet on display. This is fucking hilarious. This is supposed to be the tablet that's on display in fuck, I don't even remember where it's at. I think it's in the okay. It says in British Museum, but yeah, somebody spent all night writing this shit. Just be like, hey man, you showed me. Like I'm paraphrasing. This is not the actual like things that it says. It is a paraphrase and a summary of what it says, but it's pretty much saying, "Hey man, you sold me shitty copper. This is poor quality copper. I done paid you a lot of fucking money, and all my homies is telling me that you do the same shit to them. Give me good copper, or I'm gonna fucking be pissed." First complaint. First bad review in history. I think it's amazing. It's also interesting too because I think that most copper was coming out of the Middle East because copper is, or at least at that time, is a conjoining of, I believe you need 10 bronze and iron in order to get copper at that time. But 10 was the hardest thing to get. And so there wasn't a lot of 10 in the Middle East. And at some point, they went over to Europe, into Britain, to get the 10. And it's so interesting. And then after that, you get to see people, and Ramses the second. I don't know. People don't talk about Ramses the second as much as they should. I believe it's the second. Let me double check. We're all on here, so I did not spell that right. Why the fuck? I need to get a new keyboard too. I'm realizing. Fuck. I'm pretty sure Ramsey is the second. And just for shits and giggles, okay, that's not what I was trying to get at. Just for shits and giggles, for everybody that's grown up around my time period, why the fuck can I not type tonight? I can't type for shit tonight. This dude was so mad he chiseled that shit. Yeah. Yeah. For anybody in my age range, you know exactly what the fuck this is.
Rich, fly.
Also, I can't fucking hear shit, so why the fuck is that a thing?
A sweater, spark plugs, shovel handle, razor blade, light bulb for the attic.
It's weird that this shit's coming up.
What?
Return the slab, or suffer my curse.
What's your offer?
This night you will be visited by 3 plagues, each worse than the last. Return the slab.
Ha! Nice try, Professor. Who's he kidding? I can see the zipper on that cheap dime store costume.
I fucking love Courage Cowley, dog. I'm not gonna front.
Courage, did you leave the tub running? Eustace? Oh, Courage, where's Eustace?
That motherfucker Eustace used to be a dickhead, wasn't he? But that's pretty much all I wanted to show y'all about the Ramses thing. Yeah, Ramses the second. I believe. Let me look it up. I like Ramses II because if it's the one that I remember, it's the one that fought off the sea people. Ascended to the throne at the age of 25. I would have been pissed. I'm 27. That shit is too long. Estimates his age of death vary. Although 90 or 91 is considered to be the most likely figure. God damn, boy. I want to hear about the sea people though. I can't spell Pharaoh for some reason. Also, name your child Pharaoh or King is cringe as fuck. I just want to let you know that. I'm fucking trying. I'm fucking trying. God damn it. I'm fucking trying. You can clearly see I'm a little drunk because I'm not fucking hitting any of these goddamn things. Fuck, it was the third. So get the fuck out of my face, Ramses II. I heard you was good, but it's the third that I'm looking for. Yeah. Oh, we have a mummy for him? Wait, really? That's crazy. Knock on the front. This nigga was a real one. King Tut was a bitch. I'm just going to say it outright. He was a bitch. He had a lame leg. He didn't do shit. He wasn't there. Nah. Ramses the Third was the one. Okay? This is the one that you this is the Pharaoh to me. This is the one. This is the dude that was like trying his best and then kept it all together. Fuck King Tutankhamun. Wild take, but it's my take. That is a crazy fucking name. Also, user mate, user mate, user matre. I don't fucking know how to say that. Ramses the Third was the second pharaoh of the second of the 20th. Okay, I understand now. That's fucking crazy. Hold on, wait. That makes sense to me, but it also doesn't make sense to me because there's so many dynasties. Holy shit. For some reason in my head, it makes sense that it would be one of the first dynasties, but that's the bias of the BC shit. And I think that's the reason why most people don't say BC when they're talking about historical shit, if they shit is worth anything. They usually say before Common Era, so BCE. But even then though, it's so fucking far away from like BC that it's crazy. 20th dynasty is fucking insane in ancient Egypt. Some scholars date his reign from the 26th of March. Also crazy that you have such a specific date to of 1186 to 15th of April 1150 or 1155 BC. That is like a 40-year difference. What the fuck? And he's considered the last pharaoh of the New Kingdom to have wielded substantial power. The reason why I bring him up is this part right here. He led the way by defeating the invaders known as the Sea Peoples, who had caused destruction in other civilizations and empires. They got a whole... He received a whole thing from the Hittite Empire at the time that was like, bro, where are you? Help. It was not funny because a lot of people died, but through famine and the Sea People. But he was like, yeah, dog, help. And then by the time the letter got to him, everybody was dead. And it was just a letter. It's so fucked up, to be honest with you. It's so fucked up. Like, I couldn't imagine an entire nation just dying. But this is what the Bronze Age catastrophe was. It was a lot of empires falling to what I would call natural catastrophe. Climate change, I guess, would be a better way of putting it. But yeah. And this was the only motherfucker that could actually fight off the people that were trying to it's hard to explain, I guess, because the Sea Peoples in my head were trying to get a better life for themselves, but they took down empire after empire, not because they wanted to, but mostly because they needed to, because they were trying to survive at their own pace. And then those empires were already falling because of the existential crisis that were happening across what they would perceive the globe, but in their natural area. And yeah, they just killed everybody. And then they got to Ramses, who had enough of balance at the time in his own retrospective area that he could be able to afford to not fall, if that makes sense. The Sea Peoples actually ended up becoming part of his army, and he treated the ones that weren't slaughtered with respect. It's a very interesting part of history. Yeah, incest was a very big part of old Egyptian dynasties, because, well, I won't even say old Egyptian dynasties as much as like dynasties in Western cultures, I guess, would be. But even then, not even really, because I think that happened a lot in Eastern cultures too. the whole thing about incest with dynasties or popular figures is that it prolongs excuse me, it prolongs the active dynasty. It prolongs how much your family is actually involved into things and your blood relation to that and everything like that. It's a bunch of stuff. It's the reason why it becomes a big thing when I just had his name on my mind. But when people are born out of that incest and or illegitimately and they end up getting into power, that messes things up for the continuity for power. Because if you're doing incest and everybody else is doing incest, and at some point you guys did the dirty with each other so that everybody's not, mentally handicapped, that makes problems down the line, because now you have two cousins that can get it together, but they're from two different nations. And so now you have to make treaties and all this. It's complicated. It's fucking complicated. Everything about life is fucking complicated. It gets very complicated very easily when all you need to do is just not gatekeep. Hey, Melissa. How you doing? Shouts to my girl, Dope Girl 89. I love that it it went to pizza. That's amazing. But yeah. Oh, hey, Mai. I didn't even see you up there. How you doing, Mai? Yes, Wikipedia. This is my knowledge is not all from Wikipedia. I used to have actual textbooks I could pull out, but they didn't make it through the move. So we're working with Wikipedia. That's why most of this shit is coming off my brain, and I'm somewhat reinforcing it with Wikipedia or something like that. But and don't take any of the. I want to preface this right now. Don't take any of this as 100% factual. Do your own research. Look it up yourself. You can always find peer-reviewed scientific articles about this type of stuff. It's just easier and more digestible for people to see it in something like Wikipedia or something like that. If I pulled up a whole article and shit like that, honestly, it probably wouldn't make a fucking difference. But it's a little harder, and I'd have to read through it. As far as Wikipedia, I know at least the editors and shit like that are at least keeping it to a certain level. Because, there was that one dude that said he can chop off your head and fucking put it on another body. as a head transplant, and I I literally went through the medical documents and shit like that for that, and that wasn't great. That wasn't awesome, and he lied a lot, and yeah. So yeah, Wikipedia is gonna be what we're using for tonight. But even with Wikipedia being up in front of you, I actually don't know the best source for Egyptology, I think it's called. Because there is a whole study for it. The Department of Archaeology, I think that this will be probably the best, or either the any, honestly, I give my cosign to any of the universities and Britannica. I don't think that there's anything wrong with looking through that. But getting back to Ramses the Third, let me check chat real quick. Melissa. Oh, why? Thank you so much. I'm just nerding out, honestly. I don't know if you're talking to me or Melissa, Gray Alien, but me personally, I'm just nerding out. I like this type of shit. This is the shit that brings life into my life. If I could have done anything, I would have been a historian. But I'm a mechanic. I work on cars. I don't even work on making them better. I just work on making them work. And that is probably because of shit about like why I'm even doing the stream. I think too much. I can't focus on the shit that I actually want to do or that matters. And I can't effectively do the things that I would like to do in life. I do know a lot of shit though. Maybe not a lot of shit about the shit that I'm doing, but like I know a lot of shit. Ramses III constructed the largest mortuary temple. Ramses III constructed one of the largest mortuary temples of the Western Thebes, now called the Mediant. I can't say that. Habu. He was assassinated. Oh, in the harem conspiracy led by. Okay, maybe we'll back off the harem talk a little bit because I have famously wanted my harem, but I don't want to be killed by my harem either. That would be so horrible. This ultimately caused the secession crisis. Mike. The reason why I bring him up is because he defeated the Sea People and got like the whole world back on like the right track. Well, I say the whole world, but we like to center the whole world on the old world when the new world, which is, the Americas, had their own shit going and Polynesian and shit. Like, there's that whole thing about the Rapa Nui and the fuck is it called? Eastern Island and shit like that. And it's just, I don't know, it's so interesting. It's so interesting to me because I feel like the world progressed in three different stages. You had what we call the Western origin, which is like Egypt and Rome and stuff like that. And then you had the Eastern origin, which was like India and China. And then you had the very Eastern origin, which was the Americas. And all of those are totally different from each other. And I still, personally, to me, I think that is a very, I think that's a very weird way of looking at it because people existed all over the place at that point, from north to the south, from the east to the west. So, in my head, it doesn't really make sense that we only classify certain regions as being civilizations. Like Nordichico, for example. I bet most of y'all don't even know what the fuck Nordichico is. Nordichico is... Okay, I had to hit did they rename it? Carl Supe. Caral Supe, also known as Caral or Nordichico, is a complex pre-Columbian era society that included as many as 30 major population centers in what is now the Carno. Okay, so all right, I've been slacking. Apparently, they've renamed it because this is right. It's all in north central coastal Peru, and then I think it goes all the way down to Chile. But civilization flourished for between the fourth and second millennium. Maybe this is not the right one. This is the Lima. No, that's the Nordichico. Or the Caral. No, it's the same thing. Okay. Yeah. But yeah. I guess new things have come out about it. I didn't know that. So we all learned something right there. But Nordichico is something I'm quite sure that most people don't know about. Yeah, Gray. There's not a lot of work in archaeology. That's the reason why you see a lot of archaeologists and biologists and stuff like that becoming YouTubers because it makes them at least some money. I work on cars, so I can't spend a bunch of fucking time on this shit. And I would love to go back to college for, as weird as it seems, not even this shit. I would love to go to college for chemistry. I'm very good at chemistry. And there's a lot of money to be made in chemistry, but you gotta do the right chemistry. You gotta be like a drug chemist or some shit like that. You can't be sitting up there trying to fucking figure out the makeup of planets and shit like that. But the world is changing daily, so who knows? I may or may not go back to college for shit like that. Right now, I'm tossing tires around and fixing your cars. That's what I do for a living. I don't have no problem with it. I don't yeah, I don't have no problem with it. It's just something that I do. It's something that I'm good at. And sometimes I can be a dumbass with the nitty gritty of like the processes of going about reporting it, but when it comes to doing it, oh, I got that shit on lock. So if you ever wondering why sometimes your car takes a little bit longer, just know there's a lot of fucking backhand legal and paperwork that is being done to protect not only the shop but our ass. And it gets quite fucking annoying. It is what it is. Just like any other job, I imagine. I would love to do shit that I would like to do though. Like, you know, fucking with chemicals or digging up shit or history or anything but teaching motherfuckers. I do not ever want to be a teacher. I will say that. I don't ever want to teach the next generation about shit. The most that you're going to get me of teaching is shit like this. And this is just me, like, shooting the shit with y'all because I didn't have a great night. Not a terrible night, but not a great night. I'm somewhat emotional. And I've never been to these places. I've never seen them with my eyes. So but while y'all here, like, share, and subscribe. My whole thing is it's so interesting though. Like we were talking about Alexander the Great. Yeah, this one. Alexander the Great and his new city. And it's interesting because apparently that was the reason why we haven't been able to find this is because yeah, over the centuries, the Tigris has changed its course and deposited silt across the lowlands, gradually burying ancient shorelines and settlements. Factor in the rise and fall of empires, shifting trades, and the wounds of modern warfare, and the city's remnants disappeared from sight. It was only a few inches under the fucking thing. It's actually insane. It's actually insane to me that it was not discovered fuck, not discovered before now. And that is wild. And as many people say that Alexander the Great is the best, just look into the history of my boy Ramses the Third. Ramses, he wasn't great, but he wasn't fucking terrible either. He fucking he put the Bronze Age on his back and said, "We got this shit." I love it. And also, most of y'all don't know Arturo, but shouts to Arturo. I hope that he's doing well. I've seen the videos of the Iron Dome in Israel, and that is not looking like it's holding up well. And also, since I'm a little drunk and this is a bullshit stream anyway, and I really don't give a fuck about Israel. If you if you think that Israel is a promised land or something like that, read a fucking history book. Just for a second. Just for a second. Look at what that place has been. Like, for example, Jesus didn't even speak fucking Roman or Italian or whatever the fuck you would call it at that time. He spoke Aramaic because he was born in fucking Nazareth, if I remember correctly. And that is the Aramaic region of the fucking Levant. And I think that people just stop giving a fuck about, like, what the fuck things mean at a certain point. Like, the Good Samaritan story is about a good person that didn't believe in the fucking word of God, but because Samaritans are people. Like, they're a type of people. They're ethnicity, if you didn't know. It's kind of insane to me that people don't look into shit that they just read and they take it at face value, but that's just how life works. But I'm not getting too far into that. All I'm really saying is that shout out to my boy Ramsey the Third. Ramsey the Third was a real motherfucker. I would love, because I also would love to make movies. I would love to make a movie about this fuck, or not even about him, about like the fall of the Bronze Age and him like being the last stand. Shit's actually fucking cool as shit. Assassination. Thanks to the discovery of papyrus. Also, we got fucking paper from Egypt, which is crazy to me. Thanks to the discovery of papyrus trial transcripts dated to Ramses III, it is now known that there was a plot against his life as a result of a royal harem. Alright. I'm putting the harem on pause. I need to get my money up, not my funny up, apparently. A royal harem conspiracy during a celebration at Medinet Habu on day 15 of month 2. So the 15th day of February. Shamu. What the fuck is Shamu? This might actually not be February. What the fuck? Season of Harvest or Low Water was the third and final season of the lunar and civil Egyptian calendars. Alright. Civil calendar was a solar calendar with a 365-day year. Alright. The year consisted of 3 seasons of 120 days. Oh. So mine, yeah, I don't think it was February. What the fuck? Four months of 30 days. That doesn't even make sense in my fucking head. What? Plus, wait, hold on. The year consisted of 3 seasons of 120 days each, plus a short intercalary month of 5 epigo, epo, epigomenal days that was treated as outside of the year proper. Why the fuck does nobody just go off the moon cycles? It would be so much easier, not only for like us to follow, but it would also be easier for our biological bodies to follow. It's actually kind of insane. Each season was divided into 4 months. Oh, so it wasn't the year, it was season. Okay, so each season was 4 months of 30 days. Wait, you had 3 seasons. That's a fuck ton of days. It still has to work out to 365 though. That's fucked. That's so fucked. It kind of makes sense to me living in the desert, but like, that's fucked. There's such a better way of going about it. These 12 months were initially numbered within each season, but came to also be known by the names of their principal festivals. I'm noticing the fucking trend. Everybody needs a goddamn festival. I do get it though, because festivals do inspire people not only to interact with the celebration of the end or beginning of something, but also they let the community know that this is the end or beginning of something. But I feel like we've been losing track of that lately because I didn't even know it was St. Patty's Day yesterday. So we're kind of fucking up. We gotta get that shit back together. The only things that I actually know about in the year is my birthday, Christmas, and some shit I'm not gonna tell y'all. So that's pretty much it though. That's like 4 things. That's like 4 things. My birthday, Christmas, some shit I'm not gonna tell y'all. That's terrible. I guess Halloween too, but like, I don't know. It just doesn't work for me because of this calendar. Fuck. I don't even know if I can say that word right now. calendrical. Because this calendrical year was nearly a quarter of a day shorter than solar year, it did not have any leap years. The Egyptian calendar lost about 1 day every 4 years relative to the Julian calendar. So it wasn't a good count. Fuck that calendar. Fuck that shit. It's not that's so annoying, to be honest with you. Also, it's 1 a.m. I have to get off soon. Just for my own sake. Earlier Egyptian. What the fuck is that? I can't say regular words. You expect me to be able to say that shit? Fuck you. Relate to the name of a season, not an Egyptian festival. Alright, go fuck yourself then. The lunar calendar sounds like it'll be better. But honestly, fuck all that shit. Yeah. let's look at the last part of this and get off of here. Excavation of the site commenced in the 2010s under British archaeologists Jane Moon, Robert Killick, and Stuart Campbell, but advancement was gradual and frequently hazardous due to periods of conflict and extremist control. I can understand that. Evidence shows the settlement flourished in the period the period leading to the birth of Christ. Okay. It was like 400 fucking years before, but okay. Is there something that I missed? Fuck, I hate these fucking fruit flies. Haggard located. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Has been identified. Okay, fuck it. I don't care. I care, but I don't care enough to like entertain this type of bullshit right here around the birth of Christ. Like, come on now. This is ridiculous. Like, maybe, possibly, but if it was from Alexander, he died 400 years before Christ was born. So what the fuck are we talking about? Like, maybe the city lasted that long, but even then, you gotta give me better evidence than just, oh, okay, this is a different article. That's the reason why I got so pissed off. Okay, they should probably I don't know. This is just a bad way to put out a website. No wonder AOL's fucking dying. Either way, let's watch this one more time.
Rich, fly swatter,
Good night, Gray.
shovel handle, razor blade, light bulb for the attic. Oh!
you have a wonderful night, Gray Alien.
What?
Return the slab, or suffer my curse.
What's your offer?
This night you will be visited by 3 plagues, each worse than the last. Return the slab.
Ha! Nice try, Professor. Who's he kidding? I can see the zipper on that cheap dime store costume.
I can see the zipper. Alright. And with that said, it has been your boy, Tony Tilapia. Tony died. Tony is dead. Tony Blackfish. Tony Bluefish. Mr. Not the Father. King ATG. Call me what you want, just don't call me back. And I hope that you guys have had a wonderful time. I hope that you guys have learned something, enjoyed the stream, and if you have, like, share, subscribe. I love you. I will see you probably tomorrow. To be completely honest with you, because got the next 2 days off, why not? Download Red Dead Redemption right now as we speak. But yeah, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. I will see you guys soon, and you guys have a wonderful time. One love, one heart, one life, one world, one peace. And thank you for joining. I will see you guys on the next one.